Hello and welcome to another episode of Gig and Towel Podcast. I'm Tash.
I'm Phil.
And today we're going to be talking about Alex Warren. I didn't go to see him, but you went to see him last week, didn't you?
I did. So anyone who doesn't know who Alex Warren is at this point, you must be living under a rock.
He's everywhere on like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah, if you've heard Ordinary, then you know who he is. That is...
Which goes, something so out of the ordinary.
It is a banger.
It is a good song. Even though I know that and I'm not on TikTok. So
Yeah. So he's, huge on TikTok. And Ordinary has just got... I mean, Carry You Home went quite mental, but Ordinary has just been another level.
Yeah. Did he perform at the Brits or something? And the mic went wrong. Is that Alex Warren?
The Grammys? Yeah, it was Alex Warren. I think it was the Grammys.
Yeah, and his in-ears weren't working, so he was out of time with the music singing, wasn't he, or something?
So he actually posted a video on TikTok and he kind of recreated what he could hear. So it was essentially, it kept repeating itself. So he could just hear the same thing over and over again. And then obviously he's took them out so that he can hear what's actually going on. But the timing's then slightly off because he's hearing it come back on the monitors and then it kind of, echoes around the room as well. So he's then hearing it in delay, singing it in delay, and it's coming back out in delay. And it just makes it sound a lot more delayed than he actually is.
Bless him. 'Cause there's nothing worse than like when you're on a phone call and you can hear yourself back. Like it must have just felt like that. Like you can hear yourself and you can't talk over yourself. Like it must get so horrible.
He said it was awful, but I mean, all anyone said is how well he did to keep going.
Yeah.
And to do the way he did. He did manage to pull himself back the best he could without the in-ear monitors. Like, I think he did very well to salvage it.
Yeah.
And I think he said he went off stage and had like a little weep.
Oh, I would. Can you imagine a show as big as that?
Yeah.
Like your first time doing something that big?
It must have been horrific.
Bless him. But you know what? Respect, because I feel like the whole world still loved him afterwards. If not more.
Like I say, all anyone who actually knows what they're on about has said is how well he did to keep going.
Yeah.
Especially when you think like that is a room full of music professionals, they're going to know how hard it is.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't know what was going on in the moment, when you've heard afterwards what's happened, like, they're all going to have mad respect for the way that he carried on.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. Definitely. And how did that compare to what you saw?
Oh, he was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean...
You were fighting for these tickets, weren't you?
Oh, it was a fight. I think I said in a previous episode, before I'd got the tickets, how absolutely gutted I was because I'd missed out on his last tour. I didn't hear the tour announcement until it had already sold out. So it was actually Grace who was on for the Youngblood episode.
Yes.
She posted saying she'd got tickets and I was like, I didn't even know he was touring like that. That hadn't hit my algorithm. I didn't know. So I missed the last one and that was like Academy. That was like small venues. And
funnily enough, Grace messaged me actually when I told her that you were going to Alex Warren and said that she was really jealous because she
we
wasn't
swapped.
Going. Yeah.
And then he obviously announced his arena tour. I talked myself out of it. We'd booked quite a few things and I was like, for arena prices, do I really actually know enough of his songs? Because I don't know that many.
And to be fair, there's nothing worse than when everyone releases their tickets at the same time and you've just bought like 3 or 4 lots of tickets and you're like, I literally cannot do another one.
Yeah. And then not long ago he announced Claire Rosinkranz was supporting and I was heartbroken. She never comes to the UK. Yeah. We've not seen it yet. Me and Adam have listened to it for so long. Like, I'm talking like 3 houses ago we were listening to it, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was absolutely gutted. I had Twicket's notifications on for ages and so many were coming up, but it was so hard to beat everyone else to it. There was always looks like someone's already grabbed this ticket, and then there was 2 standing tickets came up. And I always keep refreshing it until it says these have been bought because sometimes it'll say they're in another person's basket.
Yeah. Which was the case, was it?
Which was the case. It was saying it's in someone else's basket, but I was at work. I was on the phones. I was just refreshing. I was like doing all these calls with my headset on, just refreshing to see if they'd actually been purchased. Because I was like, they're still in someone's basket right now.
Yeah.
They've not actually checked out. And it stayed like that for ages. Like, normally that actually swaps to sold in, like, 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, if someone's got their notifications on, they're eager to get them, and they just get them.
Yeah, yeah.
And it kept saying it was in someone's basket, so I just kept refreshing. And I guess eventually it must have timed out on whoever had grabbed them.
Yeah, they probably put them in their basket and then got a call at work, like you, but then, like, left them in their basket instead of ditching the work.
Yeah. Luckily, when it did come up, I wasn't on a call.
Oh, good.
If I had been, I probably would have put them on hold.
Okay, 1 second. In the middle of their sentence.
Would you mind just holding for a moment? So, yeah, I managed to get them, and I messaged Adam, and I said, are you still free on the 24th?
Okay, yeah.
And he was like, yeah, why? And I said, no, you're not, because you're going to see Alex Warren with me.
Oh, I love that.
So, yeah, we went, and it was such a rush, because I was like, I'm so used to just getting there for the main act, and I was like, we're actually mainly going for the support.
Yeah.
So if you don't know who Claire Rosinkranz is, if you were on TikTok back in 2020, you will have heard Backyard Boy.
Dance with me in my backyard, boy, looking so fly in your corduroy.
That's the one.
I like the little snippet.
We've listened to her ever since. Like, she produces all of her music with her dad. Her dad actually does, like, the mixes and stuff.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, so, and you can tell, like, the ones that she's done that were produced by someone else, you can tell the difference. Like, okay. I think the ones that are done with her dad just have, like, so much heart. Mm-hmm. And, like, they're just a different vibe. Aww. I mean, every producer has their own style. Mm-hmm. You're going to be able to tell. And, yeah, I found out while we were there, she released an album back in February that I had no clue about. Mm-hmm. So I actually didn't know a lot of the songs she played, but she did play Frankenstein. I love Frankenstein and Backyard Boy.
I know that one.
And I'd heard snippets of, I think she played Chronic. I think she released that as a single earlier in the year, so I had heard that. But it wasn't my favourite. It's a bit of a slow one.
Okay. I agree. I used to be all about a slow song. Like, when I was, like, up until the age of about 19, 20, I was, like, really into slow songs and, like, into slow music, and that was, like, kind of my vibe. But I just feel like the last 5 years, 6 years, I've been really, like, upbeat only. Like, if someone releases a slow song, I'm like...
Usually if I'm putting music on now, it's to get me vibing.
Yeah, to get ready to go out, or... when I'm getting up and getting ready on a morning.
Motivating me to clean the house. I'm not going to do it to slow music.
To be honest, if I am, like, in a slow mood, like when you get back from work and you have a shower and you get into PJs, I actually usually put, like, yoga music on. I just search yoga calm and I just listen to, like, I'll put, like, all my candles in the shower and I'll put, like, literally just, like, calm piano music or something on.
No, I still do have, like, I still do put chill songs on. But
rare for me, unless I'm driving back on a night. That's when I'll put, like, chill tunes.
See, that's when I'll put, like, upbeat stuff on to keep me awake.
Oh.
I
mean, that's probably better, yeah.
Yeah. But my issue is I need to actually make a new chill playlist. I think I have just been using, like, the Spotify when you just type in, like, chill mix.
Yeah.
And it makes one for you. So the songs that are newer that I haven't listened to as much don't make it in there. Mm-hmm. So I need to actually make an updated one.
Is that what it does? It makes it catered to you?
Yeah.
I literally was thinking the other day, I was driving and I didn't want to listen to what I was listening to anymore, and on my steering wheel I have a Siri button, so I clicked my Siri button and I said, hey Siri, play girl pop, because I wanted to listen to some girl pop. I said, play some girl pop music on Spotify, and it said playing girl pop from Spotify, and then I thought that it would have just found a pre-populated playlist.
It might have.
And played it for me, and every song that came on I thought, these are all in my liked songs. That's a bit strange that it's playing, like, and even, like, now and then it would play, like, a random Benson Boone or something that is not girl pop, and I thought, this is very random. Like, I didn't expect, because I expected it to start playing, like, a few Ariana Grande or something that I'm not really interested in, or I don't know, things like that, Dua Lipa or whatever, and I thought maybe it'll start playing me a bit of stuff like that, but it was mainly playing me, like, Sabrina, Olivia, I think it played a couple of like Charlotte Sands and stuff as well, and it was playing with that kind of thing, and I thought that's really strange, but it would make sense if you're saying that.
Did it say like when you look at what you were listening to? Does it say like girl pop mix?
I didn't look because I wasn't going on my phone because I was driving, and then by the time I got home, I just turned my car off.
You'll probably be able to have a look at your recent listens.
I'm now on AC/DC.
No, but your recent listens. It still shows you like the last like 8 things that you've listened to. So those 8 ones at the top, they're what you've recently listened to.
Let's have a look. This would make so much sense if that's what the case is, because I didn't expect to know this much of a girl pop mix. Like this feels really
the
random.
ones that look like this, that say like indie mix, garage rock mix.
It must have played me Slay mix because.
Yeah, so that'll be a mix that was made for you, catered from your listening.
Yeah. Man-Child Wood, Sugar Sweet by Benson Boone, some Harry Styles, Home Wrecker by Somber, some Five Sauce, some Chapel Row, and I thought, this is weird that I know what Charlotte Sands, Low, and I was like, huh? But
they have one for
sense.
everything. Like sometimes I type in what I'm doing. Like there'll be like a drive-in mix. There's like a cleaning mix. You can pretty much type in any vibe with mix at the end and it'll make a playlist.
That is crazy.
Based on your listening.
Tate McRae, She's All I Wanna Be. Do you know that one?
No. I know that Tate McRae is huge, but I don't really know any Tate McRae.
Oh, I thought you listened to Tate. No. Never mind. She's got that same TikTok voice as everyone else.
Yeah. So yeah, I do need to make an updated playlist because I use those way too often.
Fair enough.
And it definitely doesn't add the more niche music that I listen to in there. And like I say, it's the ones you listen to a lot. So when I've only listened to it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Because it's not, I suppose it's for Chronic, it's one of those songs that it's relatable if you've been in that position. It's about her chronic illness.
Yeah.
So it's not really relatable.
That's how I felt about what's Avril Lavigne's when she came back and released that.
Head Above Water.
Head Above Water.
I really enjoyed that.
And I thought, again, it's kind of ballady, like kind of slow. Yeah. And I remember thinking it was like really good when I first listened to it. I thought that's beautiful, like that's great. But it's not like you say, when you don't relate to it and it's not something that I'd usually just put on when I'm listening to music. It's like I really respected it for what it was, but I can't quite feel it enough to keep listening to it is how I felt about it.
Yeah. No, I still really enjoyed that one. I feel like the way that one's written, you can kind of relate it to your own thing.
Yeah, maybe
as
actually.
Well. Yeah. But yeah, Claire was incredible as a support act. I think I've said recently in a few episodes of where we've reviewed gigs, the support acts just seem, a lot of them recently have seemed quite out of their depth. Like, you can tell they're a bit nervous to be in front of such a big crowd, which is totally valid. I couldn't do it.
I could not. I think this when people get people on stage that like out the crowd, I'm like,
how are they doing that?
Yeah.
But she came out and she was like, this is my stage.
Oh, I love
like,
that.
She absolutely commanded that stage. And
I guess she might play bigger gigs over in America.
Maybe. I don't know how many shows she has actually played, though, because of how ill she was for so long. I don't know how many gigs she's actually done, because she finally had a tour and then she was too ill to do it and she cancelled a lot of shows.
Some people are just born for it.
But yeah, she was just like incredible.
For music, I mean, not illness.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
So
she had almost like a bit of a Hayley Williams vibe on stage in terms of like she's got her own little like her own dance kind of style that she does while she's singing.
Nice.
She is very ADHD.
Okay, I love that.
Like in between songs, she'd just get distracted and just be talking about something. Then she'd be like, "Anyway, I'm totally off topic." And she was the one who was like, "Oh, that's my ADHD." So I'm not just stereotyping. She does have ADHD.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like that has actually become a phrase now. Like, oh, that's very like that's so ADHD.
Yeah.
Whereas, she is actually ADHD.
Yeah, she does have ADHD. She talks about it a lot. And she had like the cutest braids. I was just looking at her hair and her outfit, and I was just like, she looks incredible as well.
Did you take anything to put on the Instagram?
I did get one video. I just got a video of Backyard Boy for Claire. I got a couple of Alex that I need to put
I'll put them all under Alex then.
Yeah. Because it is only the one Claire one, but she was so good. Like, I don't know what I was expecting. I obviously was expecting her to be good, but she was just incredible. And she played a lot of songs off the new album, which are really good. She played City, Lucy, and Crazy Bitch Song. Were all really good. Well, I didn't know them because they were all off the new album that I didn't know she'd released. But they were. She chose the right ones, I think, as much as I would have loved to have heard Hotel.
Oh man, I love that song.
She did play some really good songs, so I really enjoyed her.
Yeah.
And then obviously it was Alex.
Yeah.
And I actually, even before Claire came on, actually, I haven't experienced a surge like that in a long time.
Really? Everyone pushed forward?
It was a proper surge about 5 minutes before Claire came on.
Okay.
Everyone just moved forward. Adam just stood still. He was about to let everyone go around him, and I was like, what, you, like...
Come with me.
When the crowd goes forward, you move with it. Come on. So yeah,
I haven't experienced that in ages where everyone goes forward. That used to be the thing always.
Yeah, I genuinely think, because there was a lot being posted on TikTok about the queues, I think everyone was just sat down at the front. So I think it was when everyone stood up, when they were like, oh, support's going to come on in 5, like, we should stand up.
I expected that at water parks, and then, like, when everyone stood up, it was still the same amount of space, and I thought, how does that make sense? Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, there was quite a surge, so we all went forward, and I was so much closer than I thought we were going to be, because, I mean, when we were getting in the queue outside, I said to Adam, like, I haven't queued like this here.
Yeah.
In a long time, like...
Where was it, sorry?
Utilita Arena, Birmingham. So even like Sabrina, when we got there, the queue was moving, like it was long, but we were still in within like 5 minutes. And I'd say we got to Alex, because we got to Sabrina at the time the doors opened, so they were like, and they were rapid getting everyone in. And we did the same, we got there maybe 5 minutes before the door opened, but it took so long to get inside, and I was like, we're going to miss her. We're not going to make it inside.
It was literally like that for 5 seconds in summer. So did you go by Legoland, by the giraffe? They literally, you had to go down that ramp, and then they had like barriers like this.
Yeah,
like,
so you have the zigzag. And
you had to snake. We were in the queue for at least an hour, if not
But
longer.
we were like way back, you know, where the bridge goes over the canal to all the restaurants and stuff the other side.
Yeah.
We queued, so you've got all the barriers by the giraffe, back past the giraffe, all the way down and over the bridge.
Yeah.
And I was like, the vibe of the crowd as well, I turned to Adam and I was like, I don't think I've been in a crowd like this since like Justin Bieber.
Oh, okay.
And I think a lot of it is that TikTok parasocial relationship. Like everyone's there because they know him and they love him.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is like a crazy, you know, like the kind of people that get documentaries made about them kind of vibe.
Yeah. So is he quite a TikTok personality, or...?
He's huge on TikTok.
Like he does like talking videos and stuff, not just his music?
Yeah, he does like funny videos.
Oh, okay.
He went viral with his wife Kouvr before they were married.
Oh, okay.
There's like whole lore to Alex Warren.
Okay, I was not aware of this.
Yeah.
I thought he was just a musician. Not just a musician.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. No, I followed him and Kouvr before he'd actually released a lot of music. Like, I think he might have just started releasing 1 or 2.
Okay, but
when I followed him. But yeah, like, they were in, I think it was the Hype House, one of the TikTok houses where all the TikTokers lived together, and it was like a huge, like...
I again didn't know that was the thing. I knew that like YouTube with like Logan Paul and Jake Paul and everyone, they had like a big house, didn't they?
Yeah.
I knew that was a thing back in the
they
day,
all had names, the TikTok houses. There was the Pride House, there was the Hype House, like there was all different ones and they all had their own name.
Was that like a LA, America kind of?
Very much so.
I can picture it, it.
So yeah, I mean, I've been following them for a long time because I was following their like relationship videos and
rather than his music to start with.
And his music was like a little bonus.
Yeah, nice.
I actually didn't listen to his music for so long.
Oh really?
Like for so long I did not listen to it.
As if?
And then Carry You Home was the one that got me. And I was like, actually,
I can't picture really how that goes because every time you say that I just think of fun. Carry you home.
It's I know that you know it because it's the one that the video is a wedding. It's been on at Rosie's a few times on a Wednesday.
Okay.
Hope you know I will carry you on.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's tonight or 55 years down the road. Yeah,
okay.
That was the one that got me.
Okay, fair.
And I've been a sucker ever since.
He's a proper autumn vibe to me.
Yeah, and I've obviously listened to a lot of the songs that he's been playing recently in the lead up to the show, because I was like, the reason I didn't buy tickets in the first place was because I was like, do I actually know enough?
Yeah.
The answer would have been no, but I did listen and learn quite a lot in time for it. So
did you look at the set list pre-show?
Yeah. Well, I would looked at what he'd been playing on the tour to make a playlist to get to know the songs a bit better.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he was incredible. He was so good. The set list, me and Adam did say it maybe didn't have the best flow to the show, but it's a really awkward one because so many of his songs are slow, and then there's just the odd ones that are a little bit more upbeat.
Yeah.
Whereas normally you have a mostly upbeat with a little slow section.
Yeah.
So it must be trickier to kind of put together.
I think at that point though, you just like come out with your fast ones and then just go for your slow ones is what I would do. Unless you've got one faster one that's like really big that you can do for your encore and finish on that.
But I think he did a lot of talking as well. Okay. He's, like I say, he's a personality as well as a musician.
I like that.
He did a lot of talking, but I think sometimes his talking sections were a bit long. Like I think it would have been, I feel like he did like 3 or 4 really long talking sections, and he might have been better doing more shorter ones.
Yeah.
But it was an incredible show, but I felt like that flow, there was a lot of passing out.
Oh, really?
And I think the flow might have been one of the contributors. Like, I don't think it was a hot day. People had been queuing all day. I bet a lot of them haven't really queued before, so they probably haven't ate or hydrated properly. But I mean, I've probably upset people saying it, but I can't stand people passing out in the crowd because I've been that person, but I knew it was coming and I got out of the crowd. Yeah. And I sat down before I passed out.
Yeah.
Because I could feel it, like I could feel that something wasn't right, and I started getting like the black spots in my vision. I was like, I can't really see, and I was like, I need to get out, so I just left the crowd and I went and sat at the back and I was fine.
Yeah, well, I've done that before too.
So it does bug me, like I've never had so many people carried past me. Like, when I think how many people went down just in the area I was in, it must have been crazy. Like, the amount of times he had to...
So did he keep stopping for these people?
Sometimes he would just really quickly go, we need help over here.
Right.
Sometimes he would wait. And I think it then had that knock-on effect.
Yeah.
Where, because we're all waiting, more people were going down. So there were definitely some things that weren't great, but I mean, I don't think that's entirely his fault. I think people hadn't queued properly. There was maybe a lot of people who aren't used to it.
Yeah.
It was probably a lot of people's first shows.
Yeah.
There was a lot of kids as well.
Okay.
A lot of kids there. And yeah, like there was actually someone really close to us that we could see they were like not right. And they kept talking about needing to go and then not going, and I was like, you need to get out for a minute, like you can come back through, just go and have 5 minutes, get a drink. I understand it sucks to miss a bit of the show,
but you're gonna miss the whole show if you're not conscious.
Yeah, like you're better off just going and sitting down and getting a drink and staying conscious than trying to persevere and making it worse for not only yourself but everyone around you as well, that's now got to spend their time flashing the lights and trying to get someone to come and help you. But yeah, I mean, the actual show, Alex is incredible. I'm sure lots of tears were shed because he has a lot of very sad songs. A lot of his music is about his parents and his mum. And the fact that he is little orphan Alex, as he calls himself. So there's a lot of songs about grief and all of that.
Bless him.
So there was a lot of tears.
Was
around.
he funny as well, though? Or?
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Okay.
He is very funny. And, I mean, in between, sometimes he's talking very seriously about it, and he's talking about how weird it was grieving his dad, because his dad died when he was, I think he said, like 9. So he wasn't very old, and he was like, yeah, I didn't really know him. So it was really weird, like, when people would ask how I was with that, and he was like, I didn't want to talk about it because I was 9. I didn't really understand what I was feeling to even be able to talk about it. And then he obviously had like a bit of a rocky relationship with his mum at some point as well.
Right.
And then she died. And he was just like, you know, there's a lot of emotions there.
Yeah.
He had a little cry.
Aww.
But he's also there like cracking jokes about having a dead mum as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like this.
Quite the roller coaster.
Yeah, the whole time. But I would 100% recommend seeing him. He was very good. His vocals were insane. He had a full live band. I'm talking 2 guitarists.
We know
bassist,
how you feel about this.
Yes, 2 guitarists, a bassist, a drummer.
Yeah.
A cellist.
Oh.
2 backup singers, and a pianist.
Wow.
Full band. Which Claire had musicians as well.
I love that.
So it was like a full live performance. There wasn't backing track. It was just live instruments, backing vocalists, like an absolutely insane show.
Much pyro or confetti or anything?
Lots of confetti.
Lots of confetti.
First song straight away, confetti.
You know what? I feel like confetti died off big time. Like a lot of concerts stopped doing it altogether. Like over the last 5 years, it was always a massive thing.
Yeah.
And then
even if it was just in the last song, there was always confetti.
And then I remember saying to you and the girls at some point, like, what happened to confetti? Like, people don't do it anymore. And now I feel like it's made such a huge comeback over the last year. Like, Five Sauce and, like, loads of people I've seen, Youngblood, actually, they had confetti at the start and in the middle and at the end.
Yeah, there was easily 4 or 5 lots of confetti at Alex Warren. So there was straight away in the first song, and then he had, like, multiple at the end. Like, I think there was one song where it went off a couple of times. And there was, on his last tour, there became a bit of a thing about the confetti button. So his wife Kouvr was doing the confetti button. And
that's a pretty name.
Yeah, she's Hawaiian.
Ooh.
Yeah. Her full name is like wild to say. It's so long.
Okay.
If that's even still her name now, she's married to him. Might not be, but her like maiden name was Wild.
Okay.
Yeah, like there was a couple of times where she didn't actually hit the button at the right time, and the confetti didn't go off when it was supposed to. It was like a whole thing on TikTok. Like every night there was a video of Kouvr pressing the button, and then I think one kid asked if they could press the button.
Okay.
And I think that was on the last tour, so then on this tour it became a thing.
Aww.
So yeah, I think on the last tour someone had got a sign that said like, can I push the confetti button? And
that's so random.
Yeah, so they picked someone out. He picked him out like right at the start of the show, and this is for Ordinary, which is obviously right at the end, but he'd already picked the kid that was going to do it. He was like, we'll bring you up for the confetti cannon.
Aww.
So there was like a proper like kid.
Aww.
Got to do the confetti button, and we actually saw him. He came back past us when he came back into the crowd afterwards.
Oh. Beaming, I suppose.
Yeah. So I thought that was a really nice little touch as well.
Yeah.
To like bring that from the TikTok presence.
Yeah, that's lovely. And unique.
Yeah, it was very different. It was so good. So yeah, he was like on the screen. As well, so everyone could see him. Signs are a big thing for Alex Warren as well. I think that was where his sections got so long. Like I thought like maybe you could read like 1 or 2 signs and then move on rather than doing them all. He basically read them all in one go.
Oh wow.
But there was someone down the front that had a sign that said, both my parents are alive but my brother was murdered. And she had a picture of her brother that he signed for her, which was a really bizarre part of the show. I didn't really know how, like, because it became this really sweet thing where he was asking, like, how long ago did it happen? And
oh my
like,
God.
This guy was like 19. He was born 2003.
Right.
This brother that was murdered. So he was only like 19 when he was killed. So she's now got a Alex Warren signed photo of her brother.
Wow. Interesting.
Which is a unique artifact, I suppose.
I mean, so random to bring that to the show on a sign.
Yeah, but I mean, from the way that he was, from the videos I've seen of his last tour, it's just lots of jokes about death. So someone coming with a sign that says, my parents are alive, but my brother was murdered, it's the right kind of humour
Right,
really,
okay.
for what he talks about.
Okay. Dark humour. Got
yeah,
it.
lots of dark humour. I think that was the most memorable sign.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that would stick with me.
I couldn't tell you what the rest of them said.
That would stick with me.
But yeah, it was. I don't know, man. It was an insane show. It really was. There was one song actually that he played that hadn't been on the set list I'd looked at.
Right.
Which was a very sad one. Again, I think that was really the saddest one, about like losing people that you love and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it was just insane. It was just a really good show. Like, it was definitely worth it. I'm really glad I went in the end.
Okay.
Because now I'm like, actually, I would pay arena prices to see him again.
Yeah. Sound good and like lighting and everything all tick boxes.
I mean, his I don't know if I'd have called it a set, because obviously there was so much band.
Yeah.
But he had like, how to describe it? It was almost like, they kind of looked like curtains, like, you know, like the transparent curtains that came down, but they were like, if the stage is this way, they were like down that way.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to explain this. Like,
can you get a picture?
Maybe.
To put on the screen or something?
Maybe. I'll try and find one, see if I can put something up. And the lighting on them would make them like pretty colours sometimes, and they'd flow.
Okay.
He had videos up at some points on the screen, like childhood videos.
Oh, I love that kind of thing.
Well, that was what was so emotional, because he's talking about these videos, and, you know, he's talking about how they only actually found these videos recently.
Right.
And he was like, because this was when he was talking about his dad, and he was saying, I feel like I've got to know him more recently, like I'm grieving him more recently than I did when I was 9, because like I'm getting to know him through these videos and stuff, so
and seeing what he missed, and
so it's like him and his siblings and his parents, and there was some very, very sweet videos, and he's just like stood like crying at them, because he was like, I hadn't even seen these until like a couple of months ago.
Oh, that is so sad. That makes me want to cry now, and I'm not even there.
Yeah. So that was like a really nice little touch as well. I'm trying to think what else he had, because there was just so much.
Okay.
Like, there was so much put into this show. It was definitely worth the money.
Aww.
And like I say, to actually have a live band was just chef's kiss.
Did you get any merch?
I didn't.
No.
It was a push to even get the tickets.
Okay.
So I didn't even look at the merch, to be honest with you.
Okay.
We just went straight in, because I was like, if I look at it,
I'm getting it.
we're playing a dangerous game.
Yeah.
So we just went straight through. I was like, don't let me look at it.
Fair enough.
So I can't comment on the merch.
Okay.
Because I avoided looking at it completely.
Fair enough. Was it only Claire that supported? Right.
Yeah,
okay.
just the one support.
That's good. I think bring that back, because, mate, I don't mind 1 or 2, but when you get into like 3 support acts and then the artist, it's such a long wait then.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially when you're standing.
Yeah, I think even when we saw Green Day and it was like 4 o'clock entry, they still only had, was it Nothing But Thieves?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's all we need.
Yeah. You don't feel like you're missing anything. You can go in and out of the crowd. You can get your drinks and stuff. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. It really was an incredible show. I did have a shouter behind me though, which I don't mind a shouter, but time and place.
Yeah.
When it's so many of those kind of songs, like, one of my favourites is Heaven Without You.
Okay.
And having someone behind me screaming it, I like...
Kind of took away from the vibes.
Let me play you the vibe of...
Can you hear it on your videos if we put it on Instagram?
You might be able to hear us in one of them, I think, but I was trying to film when I couldn't hear her.
Right, okay.
But it's like... It's a very gentle song, so when you've got someone screaming it behind you, I was a bit like... This is my favourite song. And I'm here to hear him.
Not you.
Not you.
Each their own, enjoy the gig how you want, but yeah, I feel like have some kind of self-awareness of everything going on around you.
Time and place. You scream along like that to upbeat ones.
Yeah.
On the gentle ones, sing along, but just sing a bit quieter.
Yeah, agree.
Like, you don't need to scream it
down your ear hole. I mean, I can't comment. You should have seen Harrison singing Amnesia at 5 Seconds of Summer. I mean...
Some people are just loud,
I
suppose, but... Like, that's such a beautiful song.
Yeah.
I was really glad he played that, because that's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Because that one's like... one of the lyrics in the chorus is like, if I go first and my angel's still on earth, I'll wait outside the gates till you come too. Because heaven won't be heaven without you.
That's very sweet.
It's a very, very sweet song. So yeah, I wasn't over the moon with the person behind me screaming down my ear during that one.
Yeah, that's fair.
She is one of the situations where I was like, do we just move over a couple of people, just move away a little bit.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish I had.
Yeah.
Because
you could have.
You know, it was my problem.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I wasn't the only one.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure a few other people are probably thinking the same thing, but she was right behind me, and I do think I maybe should have just moved over a little bit.
Valid.
But you know, when you've got your spot and you just don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
But yeah, I just don't know how to say how good he was. Like, he sounded like his songs.
Yeah, his voice was good.
Yeah, his voice was incredible. The backing singers had like their own little routine as well, that they were having their own little dance as well.
That's nice.
His instruments as well are all painted by his wife.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, so he had a couple of guitars that were painted. So the one he came out with, it had like fishes and stuff on. And then there was a video of her painting one, and he's like, what is it? And she's like, well, you're going to see in a minute. And then he came out with that guitar. And then the piano that was on the B stage as well, which we were quite close to the B stage, and that was where he did Heaven Without You. So I was like,
nice.
We were quite close to that one. But the piano all around the side, there was all these like flowers and stuff painted on it that she'd done as well.
That's you vibes, that is.
I know, I was literally watching it like, if Adam would just get famous, this could be me.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. I was like, I want to know what she uses, because Adam's asked me to paint flowers on his guitars, and I'm like, I just don't know what medium to use that will stay on it, because you scratch it.
Yeah. Does she not do videos of how she does it and stuff?
I've not seen them, but that could be my algorithm playing tricks on me.
Maybe it's worth searching her up and seeing if she does some tutorials.
Yeah, like, I just want to know, because you're going to have like a good primer, a good paint, and a good finish on there as well, because if you've constantly got something hitting it, it's going to scratch off.
Yeah.
So I'd love to know what she uses. I need to find out.
Defo.
Because he keeps asking me to do that.
Aw, that's so cute. It's very unique.
But yeah, like, there was just so many sweet personal touches in it. I feel like he was very vulnerable on that stage.
It's nice when you feel like you've got that connection and that person is willing to like open up to you, and you all feel like you're like kind of in this bubble together. It's such a lovely feeling. Especially
for people who have been through that too. It can't be easy.
Yeah.
You know, like losing your parents at such a young age, and the amount that guy's been through.
Yeah.
For anyone that can relate to any of it.
Yeah.
It's nice to have someone up there talking about it too. And like,
inspirational.
before he did, I think, is it called Stars, the one he did that was the saddest one.
Right.
And he like looked out at the crowd and he said, like, put your hand up if you've ever lost someone that you love.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there weren't many people in there that didn't.
Yeah,
and he
it's
was
sad, isn't it?
But he was like, this is, you know, look, he was like, look around, you're not alone.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard, but we all understand it.
Yeah.
Like, there's lots of people in this room that understand it too.
Yeah.
Like, you can talk about it, kind of thing, because he went so long not talking about it. So yeah, it was very, very emotional, but very vibey as well when he was doing like Getaway Car and Bloodline. They're a bit more upbeat.
Yeah.
So it was a proper roller coaster, but
nice.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I would happily be seated for Alex Warren next time.
Okay.
And not have to deal with all the people passing out around me.
That's how I felt when we went to see Lewis Capaldi.
Yeah, like, it's a bit slower. I'm not really dancing that much.
Yeah.
And just the amount that my show was disturbed by people passing out.
Yeah.
And being, like, you know, you've got them, like, getting everyone to separate and make a line for the paramedics to be able to bring them back through and stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's a faff.
I was dealing with that through more of the show than I wasn't, so I would go seated next time so that I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair
enough. But yeah, incredible show, definitely recommend it.
Amazing, amazing. Anything else to add before we round the episode off?
There's probably something, but...
I know, we finished our Kouvr episode, and one of the major things that I took from that concert, I didn't even talk about in it.
Yeah.
I went home and I said to Harrison, I didn't mention the lighting. And he said, you didn't mention the lighting? And I said, no, it was awful, Phil. Like, they always...
Oh, really?
They kept putting the main lights on, like, so that you could see the whole crowd, and it was completely taking you out of the concert experience. And I mean, like, all the time. That, like, it was on. So I could fully see everyone around me. It wasn't dark. It really took away from the experience. We were really upset by the choice of lighting for it. I didn't even talk about it. I was like, that was like one of the main things that I was pissed off with about the whole concert, and I forgot to talk about it.
You have actually just reminded me with saying that.
There we go.
Not the actual lighting.
Yeah.
But what's the song? It's like Passenger or Passenger Side or something. Let me just confirm. Oh, it's unreleased. That's why.
Oh, that would explain it.
So I think the song's called Passenger.
Okay. That
he played, and I guess it was like one of those like fan projects that they do, that I had no clue about until they started. But the crowd basically throughout that song, they didn't just like have the flashlights up. They were like doing it in a pattern, so everyone was taking it in turns to put the flashlights up at different times. I saw a video of that, yeah. Which was like, you know, you could like see him looking around and be like, what's going on? Like, yeah. And like gradually, obviously, everyone joined in, so the whole arena was putting their lights up at opposite times and not going up and down.
That's so cool really, that caught on as well, and people actually did it.
Yeah, it was really like, I do have a video of that because it was just like stunning. A special once moment. Everyone had joined in. Yeah, it was really lovely. So yeah, it was a lovely vibe as well. Like, I mean, he was just incredible.
Good.
But yeah, I only got a few videos. We weren't very close, and I had a screamer behind me. So
fair enough.
You know, I was like, well, if you're just gonna be able to hear the person behind me screaming, then it's not much point.
Yeah, that's fair.
And yeah, like I said, I wasn't very close, so they're very zoomed in and probably a bit shaky because, you know, the more you zoom in, the more it picks up the shake.
Yeah.
But it was an incredible show.
Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'm glad that you finally got the tickets that you were waiting so long to get.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Well, I think that is a good way to end the episode then. I'm glad that you had a good time. I think that we have a little bit of a break. Oh, no, we don't. I've got Stephen and you've got... Lolo. So, no, we don't have a little bit of a break coming up. So we will be filming some more concerty type ones that you'll be seeing over the next few weeks. So thank you very much for your review. And we will see you next Thursday with a brand new video. Bye.